Celebrity Psychic Medium Toni Green here with approximately 1 hour of entertainment for you. Wow. I wish I had a way to like come on camera before the show actually starts and look at myself. It's very different. Like I look in the mirror, don't get me wrong, but then these lights, woo, they light it up, let me tell you. Okay, everybody, welcome to the show. Hey, Patrick, Heather, Katie, how are you guys? Thank you, Patrick. Patrick, you guys, is like the kindest man I know. Sincere, kind, financial advisor, which those two normally aren't always hand in hand. But he's genuine. He's a good man. A good man. Um, okay, you guys, we are going to get started right away. Atul, John, welcome to the show. I know I totally mispronounced your name on podcast. On Podbean. Please forgive me. You guys, if you want to ask questions today, please put your question, if you're watching live on YouTube, in the chat. Any question about life, love, career, finances. I was gonna say purple people eaters. No, person, place, or thing, but it's life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life. You can also put the question in the chat on Podbean, or if you are listening on Podbean Live, you can call in and you kind of get bumped to the head of the line of questions if you are on Podbean. Just because I try to catch callers as they come through so I don't lose them if I can. I go live every Monday at noon Central and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. That's now. That is right now. And if you want to watch live, you can watch live on YouTube. You can listen live on Podbean, and you can post your questions in either spot, and I'm happy to answer them. Today, we are going to start off. Oh, don't get scammed. I will never reach out to you, but a scammer will. The show airs live on WSCS and Rude Rangers TV. Both of those stations send it out to all of their affiliate channels, all of their streaming channels, all of their computer channels, stations, and radio stations, and every podcast. I think I covered everything. Hey, Scott. Hey, Rudy. Thank you for everything you do for the show. I'm truly grateful for that. Now I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm looking around for any notes. None yet. We're going to get started right away. So, first, I'm going to start with songs today. So, if the song can be a song your loved one knew, you knew, you listened to together, it could answer a question, or the next time you hear the song, it could let you know that your loved one is with you. And here we go with songs. That song, I want to ride my bicycle. I don't really know that song, but it's coming through. And I'm sorry that I don't know it and I can't sing it appropriately. So please forgive that. I can't sing any of them appropriately if we're all being honest here. And we are. The next song is the next song is there's two songs coming in at once, and I'm sorry that they're both coming in at the same time, because I'm trying really hard to hear one and then the other one comes in. So I'm going to go to names because names will be easier to do than songs right now, but I will come back 2 songs. So let's get started on names. The first name I hear is Bob. The next one is Brian. The next one is Melissa. The next one is Jerome, Jeremy. The next one is Brittany. The next one is Brenda. Leilani has been coming through so much in names, you guys. The next name is Estelle or Estella, Estelle or Estella. The next one is Jackie. The next one is Jennifer. This also came through on the confirmations that I did in the TikTok a little earlier. The next name is Marcus, Marvin, LaQuisha. That kind of just surprisingly, that really kind of just, for the way I have difficulty pronouncing names, I'm surprised that one just came right out the way it did. Good job. The next name is Melody. And then they're doing the song. I guess we're going into songs now. Tick tack, patty whack, give the dog a bone, and I can't do the rest. And then, so these are confirmations. Again, everything is a confirmation from a loved one up above, and it could mean anything to. And the next one is that like Patty. This one, Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black with silver buttons down her back. And then the rest I can't remember, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So this is maybe with a child or from childhood, I'm going to guess. The next one is take me, not don't take me to the limit. Take it to the limit one more time. The next one is I wish that I had Jesse's girl, Jesse's girl, that song. And then I know and then the next song is don't talk to strangers, baby, don't you dare. However those words go to that song. And then Night Ranger, and then Holiday Road, that song. I think is that from Caddyshack? Can somebody tell me, is that from Caddyshack? I feel like that would be from Caddyshack. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to start with questions. I might come back to songs or do songs in between. I actually have a question on Podbean from Atul. It says, what's the healing process of dark shadow? I'm going to actually do a clearing right now to clear all darkness from us, all of us. Heal, clear, release this, all that caused it, all that kept it. And wherever you're listening, come back to about the 9-minute mark of the show, and you can listen to this clearing every day to get rid of any darkness in you. Now, the dark shadow, if I might be misunderstanding your question, because it could mean there's some darkness with us, but the dark shadow can also be, we have the light and we have the dark. So I want to make sure I'm answering this question both ways. In order to heal the dark shadow is sometimes to drown it out by light. What you don't entertain does not stay. And I'm channeling this answer, Atul, so please understand that. I think I really apologize. I've said your name like 5 different ways, and I apologize for that. Um, so what we pay attention to grows, and if we pay attention to light actions, light thoughts, light being, that is what grows. And then what we don't pay attention to will dissolve. In and of itself, it will dissolve. And so the healing process, if you're doing it on your own and trying to get rid of your dark side, dark shadow, whatever you want to call it, is to stay. And it sounds so simplistic, doesn't it? It really does sound so simplistic to say, "Oh, just pay attention to the light," and then somebody honks at you. You if you ever wanna know how evolved you are, get in traffic at rush hour. Get in traffic and have somebody honk at you when they want you to move your car and you can't. Write down how many colorful names you can call them. Um, but in all honesty, we all have moments, but we have to spend more moments focusing in on the light. Now, let me say this. We might think light is this or that. And from what I'm channeling right now, light is a vibration, it's a feeling, it's a frequency of joy, happiness, love within us, and for others. So once we're focused in on that, the good, all of the good, and we stay focused in on the good, and yes, we have things in our life that will definitely kind of take us under very quickly. With other people in our life, we can be caught off guard and thrown out of balance. It's not that we were thrown out of balance or had a moment, it's that we recoup very, very quickly and get back into that space. Uh, Life is challenging and it can be convoluted at times. And what we want to do and make sure that we do is get back into that space of, they're saying graciousness, of, and I don't want to use the word gratitude. I feel like so many people use the word gratitude. It's kind of blah now. But that place of being good again, imbalance, or I like just being good. So one of the things, like, I know I'm in balance when I'm like, oh my God, I love my life. Now there was for a while some things going on, and it involved another person, and there was a lot of chaos with it and a lot of hecticness and confusion. And so yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I don't know. Maybe yesterday I woke up and I was able, it was nice enough to go bike, and I was actually able to bike 15 miles. Pretty good for the first bike ride out of the summer, and I was so excited. And I will tell you, nothing clears your head like distance long like a long distance run, a long distance bike, whatever it is that you can do. You first, there's the pain and the thoughts, but it's like meditation. Once you get past a certain point, if you can push it past that point, it's amazing. And the beautiful thing about doing it outside is it's not like you can just get off the treadmill, get off the bike. However far you've gone, you have to turn around and come back. You can't just quit. And Heather, I'm going to make a very bold suggestion, an unsolicited suggestion. You start running with your daughter and get her in cross country, because that is one thing that with my nieces, it was beautiful for them. and running and cross country and long bike rides will clear the soul. So I say, Heather, you and your daughter maybe do some long bike rides and then get her into cross country. Mandatory. No choice of it. I hope that helps. So I'm going to go to the first question on YouTube in the chat. And the first question is, and please, if you're on Podbean or on YouTube, please know I'm kind of trying to watch both screens, and I'm going to start taking all the questions now. I'm going to get through hopefully everybody tonight. So hi, this is KS. Hi, does my plan ended where I have Podbean? Would the call be an internet call? And so possible. It is, they don't have a plan. You don't have to pay to be on Podbean. I believe it's very free. So if you're on Podbean, you just go on and you hit the call button. I don't believe it costs anything to call. It's a part of the service that they offer. If I'm wrong, somebody please let me know. I would be happy to correct that if I am wrong. Thank you so much, Chaos, for the compliment. Okay, Dawn wants to know, hello, Toni, can you please share any message that my ancestors might have for me? Dawn, I'm going to do one better. If you give me the name of a loved one you want to connect with, that's what I didn't say at the beginning of the show. If you would like to connect with a loved one, just give me their name and their relationship to you, and I'll be happy to connect with them. And that way you know exactly who the message is coming from. Although I feel like most of them would say the same thing, maybe in a little bit different way, like our angels and loved ones and guides tell us the same thing, but they might say it this in a different way. So yes, if you could do that, that would be amazing. Marilyn, and she's my grandma. Oh, I love connecting with grandmas. Most of them are really sweet. Some of them are spicy. Hey, Darlene. Hey, compassion and empathy. Most grandmas are so sweet, but some of them are very, very sassy. Darlene, please mute yourself. Thank you so much. So, Deborah Rose. Wait, Dawn, your grandma, I'm so sorry. Marilyn. Dawn, your grandma, Marilyn. Junipers or juniper tea, junipers. I'm seeing purple, like purple flowers. I'm seeing livestock. I'm seeing but junipers, and I'm seeing like a button up the front shirt that's white with like a little pattern on it. It looks like it may have even Dawn, I don't know this. Like sometimes grandmas were crafty back in the day and they could make their own clothes. It would be, but maybe not. I don't know. Those are if you could let me know that I am kind of on the right track, that would be awesome. Marilyn says, Marilyn, your grandmother wants you to know you are headed in the right direction, but make sure you're looking at all the possible ways to go in this direction. Don't hesitate. Don't stall. Don't stall. Okay, like push ahead and don't take the long way. Just get it done. Just get it done. That's what Marilyn's saying, and she loves you. And thank you for connecting with her. And that's what she has for you. Please do let me know if that stuff made sense to you. Okay, love? Okay, Rick, you're going to be right after Darlene. Let me get Darlene. I don't know how to unmute you, love.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can. Okay, there we go. How can I help you, love?
Sorry, I thought I muted and then I seen you muted me and I'm like, well, maybe I need to unmute it. So that's what I did.
Thank you so much. How can I help you, love?
Oh, I love you, girl. I'm just so upset. I've been trying to help my daughter where she was homeless. She got accepted to the program.
Perfect.
So they got her in a hotel. Since she's not in the woods and camping anymore. So I'm up here trying to help her. And then I just moved my boat to a new location. And they just called me today and said that I'm no longer allowed to stay on my boat. And they knew I was a live aboard. And I was like, oh my God, I live on my boat. Where am I supposed to go? How am I going to find a place that fast?
Okay.
It was like, how soon does this take effect? They're like, immediately. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Somebody must have something against me or something. And I asked the lady, I says, well, who's making this happen? She said, well, the commissioners are the ones that called her. So then I called my ex, we're still friends, and he knows some people up there. And he said that just hang tight. And he says they think a girl may have overstepped her boundaries. So I don't know what is going on. They said something about moving back to the old place I was at. And I was like, no, I do not want to move back to the old place where I was at. I moved away from there to start my life over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm like, what do you see with all this?
So I'm going to be really honest with you. And I know sometimes this is a bit challenging, but sometimes when things don't work out, we have to look at other options. This might be a way of saying, this might not be the best space for you, especially since financially it might be very, very tight for you. So I'd like you to start looking at other possible places for your boat. And I would like you to, and do it very quickly. Don't put it off. Don't wait for anybody else. Don't wait for an answer, because they can do some pretty shisty things if you're not following their rules. Okay. So, what I'm going to say to you is just start looking for another place for your boat. This might not be the right space for you, and look for some place that is financially a better fit also. Okay, love?
Okay.
And I know, listen, I get it. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to. I know that I think some distance, and I think this might be God, spirit, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, helping you create some distance between you and your past, or your whatever we want to call it. But I feel like it's time for you to uproot and be someplace that might be better for you. Okay, love?
Okay. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure. You have an amazing rest of the night, love.
Thank you for taking my call, honey.
Absolutely. Now, Darlene, I am going to say this. I know that breakups are really difficult, especially when we cared about that person, and especially when we weren't ready to end it. I know that. I know it can be very difficult to end something when it ends abruptly, or the other party did something to cause it to end. And because we weren't emotionally ready for it to end, we can, our reality hasn't caught up, or our mind hasn't caught up with a reality of a situation, and we might want to do things that comfort us and kind of make us feel like we're still somewhat connected, or there's a chance. because we weren't ready to let it go. And sometimes we get into that space, and I feel like this might be you, that, and I'm not saying it is, but sometimes we think, well, there were parts of this person that were good and I could deal with that. I could just deal with it. But the universe or your loved ones will always remove people who are in the way of your happiness, of your love, of your progression. They will remove people that are not being good to you. It's our job, once they remove them or once they show us the truth, to accept that and to completely disconnect in whatever way we have to and move on. And I'm going to say this with all of my heart and all of my head. We have all been in situations where there's been a breakup and we've taken the person back, and there was so much inner conflict because the breakup was a legitimate, for a good reason breakup, but our heart wasn't ready for the reality of it. So we ended up taking the person back or trying to be friends with the person or doing whatever. And it really, really, really messes with us down the line. We never really get the opportunity to cut and move on in our own best interest. And I know that's very difficult. So I think that the universe is kind of helping you be in a space where you're giving yourself the opportunity for the best fresh start. This isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And I'm going to be honest, I think you went to this new location for the wrong reason. I think you went to this new location kind of hoping to reconnect, and the universe is saying, sweetie, this situation has done enough damage to you, and now it's time for you to get back to you. So sweetie, I really hope that that is helpful for you. I am saying this with all my heart and all my love for you. And I am going to take the next question. Ricky says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Toni, anything health prosperity for me? Do you see? Thank you, dear. Okay. Anything health or prosperity for me? I think it's health or prosperity for me. Yes. We're going to go with the prosperity. And what I'm going to tell you, Ricky, is in the next few months, you're going to have the opportunity, which means you have to take action. It's not something that's just going to fall into your lap, but there is an opportunity for a little extra money to come in. I'm not saying it's a windfall, but a little extra money to come in. I think it's something you do with possibly I want to say it's something like maybe helping someone out or doing something with someone or helping someone out is the vibe I get off of it, Ricky. But if whatever comes to you over the next week or couple of weeks or month, pay extra close attention to it. I feel like it's going to be very good for you. And I hear brainstorming, brainstorming, brainstorming. So I feel like there is a little extra finance coming to you. And I do feel like you're going to be very, very happy with that, love. Deborah Rose, my father, Jake. You want a connection with your father, Jake? Absolutely. Oh, okay? I'm going to scroll down to the bottom, Deborah Rose, and I want to ask you, was your father, Jake, a little gruff? Like gruff, not necessarily rough, but like gruff. I don't know how to define that word. It's just the word that I'm getting. So here's what I'm going to say. Your father, Jake, wants to tell you that you have some important news coming in. You're going to hear this news within this month of May. And when you get the news, it's the news. There's something new starting. Not necessarily with, well, it'll have to do with you, but not necessarily with you. I feel like the news coming in it's about something coming in. It's, it's almost like, I'm not saying it's this for sure, sweetie pie. I'm not saying this. You might hear something like somebody's getting a new job or a job or going to college or having a baby. There's something coming in, but it's good. But it's like starting something new. I'm not saying it's you that's going to do that, Deborah. What I'm getting is you're going to have news coming in about something coming in, but it's good news. I don't feel like it's necessarily negative news in any way. And I'm going to say that this news, whatever it is, it's going to bring you joy. And again, I hear it's going to be happy, like celebratory. Usually, if it's a baby, they'll show me like a baby. And I kind of am seeing one, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing one because I said that and now I'm seeing it because I said it, or am I seeing it because it's a baby? But the way they're saying this is typically this is what, or maybe somebody's getting promoted, whatever it is, there's good news coming in. Okay. Deborah, and I want to tell you also that your father, Jake, he's I don't want he sings, he whistles something, singing, whistling, not necessarily humming, but I get that song, whistle while you work. Do, 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 do. I feel like that is like, I don't know if your father Jake used to whistle or do the like to get somebody's attention, but I'm just hearing that for you. So I hope that all makes sense for you. If you'd like to confirm anything, please go right ahead. If not, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, Dupree. Thank you for letting me connect, Dawn and Deborah. Okay, just mean is it regular call which won't? Oh, that was chaos. I'm not. I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I'm on the other end of. Let me do this, Darlene. Can you tell me when you're calling in, when you're using the call service on Podbean, does it cost anything or it's free, right? Let me know because KS is asking when you call in on Podbean, since phone plan expired yesterday, but have Wi-Fi, so Wi-Fi call my work. I think it runs off Wi-Fi. So even if your phone plan expired, if you're on your computer and you're able to use your computer with Wi-Fi, you should be able to call in or whatever you're using with Wi-Fi. Okay, love. And I think Darlene says it's free. Thank you, Darlene, for answering that for me. I really compassion. You're going to be right after Dupree. Hi, Toni. With the economy going into recession, should I sell my house this year or next year? Dupree, don't jump on what you're hearing. That's how I need to say this. I need to be very careful of the words I use here. Very careful. Don't believe everything you hear, especially out of like the TV and social. I want to say this, but I can't remember what it's called, like the Munt and Humphrey Act, the Munt and Humphrey thing. I wish I could remember details better. Where news could not spread propaganda. And then when a certain president was in office, he undid that. Why? Think about that. Why would any president sign something saying that the news does not have to be honest, that the news can spread whatever agenda the White House wants them to spread? My question is, why hasn't Trump in 2 sitting terms undone that? Why hasn't he put that back into effect? But, I'm just me. I think if it's called the news and people go to it for facts, it should only be facts. Let me go back to your question, though. Don't believe everything you hear, no matter what source you're hearing it from. I don't think you should sell your house this year, not because of a recession. I feel like next year, the housing market is going to be stabilized a little bit more. And I would say that would be the best time for you. Okay? Okay. And please, everything with a grain of salt, no matter where you hear it. We don't know why. There's a video I watched the other day, and it was sometimes things that people have not been allowed to say for a very, very long time, since 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, that are now they're being able to say. So I was watching this video, and I believe it was 2019, and again, if my details are off, please forgive me, but the certain people in power gave the okay with the Humphrey Act, to use the sources that be on TV, CNN, ABC, NBC, blah, 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 to do the biggest psychological thing on the people, not only in our country. And this was military grade psychological stuff. And a lot of people came to me and said, how can people be, first I want to say, the first thing I want to say is, I'm a hypnotist. I'm a hypnotherapist. I know how hypnosis works. There's 2 ways. You're deep enough, you receive a suggestion you want, and that suggestion takes like that. The second way is when you hear something enough over and over again by what you consider to be a trusted source, you start to believe it. Or when you hear something everywhere, when everybody's saying it over and over and over again, subconsciously it's seeping into you. That's why when they say, be so careful of the music you listen to, be so careful of the TV, even the TV shows, or the whatever you listen to or read, be so careful of it, because it's programming you. That's what it is. It's a PSYOP programming by the military. Okay, I remembered that now. Yay me. Okay. So when we look at certain things, and I've seen this video like a million times, where they take news people on the news that announce the news, and they show them all saying the exact same thing, one right after the other, like Taylor Swift is not a psyop. Taylor Swift, and they show like 60 different news broadcasters saying that. That's news? That's news? But they all said the exact same thing in the exact same way. That, my friend, is programming. That, my friend, is deep, deep programming. Now, think about everything that has happened and is still happening and what they repeat. And then ask yourself, why? What's the agenda on that? What's the outcome they're looking for? Now, I know you might say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I haven't been wrong yet, but I'm also very, 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 very intuitive. I mean, wicked intuitive. There are things I cannot even say to people who believe what I do, let alone on any devices. There are things I know that I get information that I can't even say. I think there's probably 2 people I might be able to tell. And intuitively, I learned a very, very, very long time ago, turn off the TV and only watch what's going on. Okay, I'm going to skip to this question for all the right reasons. Is blue beam technology real or conspiracy? It's real. And this is what a video I just watched the other day. Do you know, has anybody else seen, and I need you guys to reply to this. I need you to tell me. Have you noticed like every 3 feet there, maybe it's 10 feet. I'm exaggerating. They've put up new poles with cameras on them. You notice they rolled out 5G for this? That's my baby. That's my baby. Did you notice they rolled out 5G for this? They said all our phones are 5G. And they rolled out 5Gs. They put out all these new towers, right? Right? Ask anyone who repairs phones if 5G is in here. Hell no to the no, no, no. Hell no. People who repair phones say there's nothing in these that are 5G, and that the towers going up are for the Blue Beam project. Another conspiracy theory, totally proven correct. Totally proven. When they say things are going on in the sky, that's like a big holographic thing. So, okay, I'm going to go back to my questions. Erin. Hey, Toni. If you see me, Erin. Erin, I love you. Oh my God, it's like we're doing every Monday and Wednesday. It's this continuation of a reading for you. I love it. Absolutely adore it. If you see me being done with a nurse job in 4 to 5 years, what do you see me doing? Running a small business, stay-at-home mom, or investing in real estate? Both. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What says on? Anyway, whatever. I'm trying to stay on focus. First, Erin, it's a choice. If you're done in between 4 and 5 years, that will be a choice. And I do see that if you're done in 4 and 5 between 4 and 5 years, you might transition to a different type of nursing. Like some people work, let's say, at this type of nursing, and then they get tired of it for whatever reason. And then they transition to doing injectables, or they transition to doing aesthetics, or they transition to doing HRT, whatever it is. You will have the choice to transition into a completely different type of nursing, work at a completely different place, or you may decide to start and run your own, like, I want to call it rehab facility or some sort of facility, whatever comes in for you. Okay, whatever that is for you. And I'm going to tell you guys, anybody listening looking for a good business opportunity, I know people that are not in the medical field that open, um, they purchase the houses for like assisted living or rehab or whatever, and then they put people in to run them. Rehabs, whether it be physical rehab for somebody who's like coming out of the hospital but can't go home yet and they need rehab and they're put in a rehab facility, or they're in the hospital and they need to go to this, they call it a rehab, they don't call it a hospice, but they never go home from that type of rehab, or rehab for the drug and alcohol. Oh my gosh, the money train on those is crazy because you constantly have new people coming in. And again, those can be government funded. Oh my gosh. Shmoney on shmoney on shmoney. And you don't need to know anything about it. You don't need to be hands-on running it. One of the people I know that has he did have a bunch of assisted living properties. I don't know if he still does. Brian, he was a home builder, and he just said, I'm buying these places and I'm turning them into this. Very smart move on his part. Very smart move. You're welcome, Ricky. Teresa White. Hi, Toni. This Friday, May 9th, is the 2-year new birth anniversary of my mom. Happy new birthday. Sandy, I would love a message from her, please. She's sorry. She's singing that song. I think it's by somebody named Patty. I'm sorry. It's really, really old. So sorry. That song. Okay, and then the next thing, take your power back. Don't let this take you. Don't let this like take you under, or and you're going to find out a truth this month, that during the month of May, it could be within a month. It could be around the 3-week mark from now. You're going to find out a truth that's really going to help you. I wish I could give it to you. I can't. I wish I could get the information, like when you guys have some follow, like when people call me about somebody cheating, if they say, is somebody else involved? And I say, yes, they're like, what's her name? What do they do? What color's her hair? When do they talk? What do they say? I'm like, that's like way, okay, slow down. Slow down. I can get certain things, I can't get other things. And that is exactly why I don't like doing cheating readings, but also why is because I don't want somebody showing up like going off on me because I busted them for cheating. Safety first, folks. That's why you jimmy up. Safety first. Safety first. Second and third. Wear the jimmy. Don't tell on cheaters. Exactly. Kind of. Help them find out the guy's cheating on their own instead of telling them. And then they get all the information like I can't on air. Can I? Do you guys want to know? If you want to know, let me know. She's sorry, and you're going to get a truth within a month, love, and it's really going to help you. Very, very much going to help you. T-Lynn, you're so funny. Is Bluebeam? I only read the first part of the question. I never even read the rest of it. Blink once for real, blink twice for no. No, Bluebeam technology is real, and it is a plan that is in place, just in case. And you guys, here's what I'm going to tell you. When we say UFOs, we think of Independence Day with Will Smith. We think of, it's nothing like that. It's absolutely positively nothing like that. It's angels, it's guides. It's beings from other realms, higher realms that intercede to keep our plane safe and make sure we don't destroy each other and our planet safe, us safe between countries, which is mostly just a farce because war is money laundering, whatever. But to make sure that nobody nukes anybody else, which they wouldn't, because people in power have a pretty strong self-preservation thing, and they know if they nuke somebody, we're going to get nuked back, and we're all gone. Even them, they don't want to die. They're not going to do it. Okay, but it's also lower energies that come in and try to persuade us to do things that are self-destructive, other destructive. So I'm going to tell you guys the story. I'm probably going to lose some people on this one because it's kind of out there. I ask a lot of questions to all the people up there. And one of the questions I asked when the last president was in office, and I expected a physical, I honestly expected to see a physical person because I knew who was the shot caller while he was in office. But so I said, who's running the last president? When I saw what they showed me, I was not ready for it. I said, you have to prepare me when you're going to put something like that. And they said, you asked. And I was like, you're not wrong. Yes. Jay Francis, everybody look at Jay Francis's comment. Yes. And what I saw, like it doesn't look the way we think. Like this tall, very icky thing, as he's signing papers, just has his hand on the last president's shoulder. And all I could do is go, oh, okay, so that makes sense. Like to me, I was like, okay, it makes sense. I wasn't expecting to see that. I was expecting to see, somebody named one of the people we know that are whatever. I'm not going to throw, my show is already doxxed. I'm going to tell you guys something. I was getting like on YouTube. I was getting like 600 views on my videos. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. All of a sudden I'm down to like 14 and 18. I'm like, what I do? Why are you putting me in a timeout? And I feel like that's almost impossible because I know more than 18 of y'all look at it. And I'm like, what happened? Are they not counting my views? What I do? This is what I did. I opened my mouth and talked about this stuff. Okay, next question. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Like, if you don't believe in this stuff, it's okay. Don't believe in it. There's so much stuff I wish I didn't know. There's so much stuff I wish, like, I'm happy I know it, but I wish I could be still a little like, doity doity doy. But no, it's okay. I'm happy I know. It's better I know. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I know. It's good that I know. Brenda Lee, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you, T-Lyn. Okay. Yeah, you know, T-Lyn, I was amazed. Here's the thing. I want to ask y'all a question, and I want you all, hey, Compassion. Oh, I forgot. Yes, I do have time for your okay, you guys, please don't let me answer any question until I answer Compassion's question. Compassion, where's your question? I'm scrolling back and I'm not finding it. Put it on here so that I can see it. Oh, here it is. Do you see any traveling for me before the end of the year? Yes. Yes, I do. I actually see you going 2 different places. I don't know if that's with the same trip or a different trip, but I see you going 2 different places. Maybe you're headed to one place and you stop at one place in between, like, and then to the next place. Or maybe it's like a cruise where it's 2 destinations, but I see you going 2 places, or it could just be 2 different trips. I do see some travel for you, love. Hey, Phil, welcome to the show on Podbean. Okay, you guys, with all the camera and surveillance they have up now, and if you guys just be honest with me, how the heck is anybody missing? Oh, we didn't think about that, did we? How the heck is anybody, how are children getting kidnapped and not being found and being taken from one place to the next? If those are really cameras. How's crime being committed and not solved? How come they can clock me at 85 on a freeway, but they can't follow a car that just committed a crime? I don't drive 85 on the freeway. Much. I don't. Okay. 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 Kasha in the city. Hey, Toni, I got a position. Will I keep it for a while? Yeah, you're going to keep it longer than you think. To be perfectly honest, you're going to keep it much longer than you think, and you're going to be happy with it. Not at first. It's like running. Get through the first 20 minutes, and then you're going to be fine. People are like, the first 20 minutes? If I make it 20 minutes, get past that 20. Get past that 20, honey. Get past that 20. Yes, at first it's going to be like, but after that, you're going to fall into a flow. It's going to be amazing. Oh, I'm almost out of time, Mina. If you have time, can I have a supportive message from anyone in my family? Most have transitioned to help me get through the last few years of my life. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Yes, they are. Sweetie, your family is with you. I want you to know, you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough. I think it starts tomorrow night. And from there, everything is going to get better. I want you to tap into your intuition. I want you to sit and just watch pure white light pour into you. And I want you to allow it to immerse your whole entire body and fill you up. Okay? And you're going to have a breakthrough starting tomorrow. Okay. I love you all so much. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of the weekend.